Ever wonder what it's like to face a shark up close and realize you made a huge mistake? These real clips prove that one wrong move can turn curiosity into chaos. On November 4th, 2007, what began as a routine dive off the Searcher turned into chaos. A massive great white named Cece, short for cut caudal, shot up from the deep to grab a hanging bait. This time, he missed. Blinded as his eyes rolled back, Cece slammed headfirst into the cage, wedging himself halfway inside with two divers still trapped within. Unable to swim backwards, the shark thrashed wildly, tearing the entire front of the cage apart in less than 10 seconds before finally breaking free. Amazingly, the divers escaped unharmed, one even managing to film the entire event. Cece swam away, and everyone on board learned one unforgettable lesson. You meet the ocean's top predator face to face, you're never in control. Deep beneath the ocean's surface off New Caledonia, what began as a routine scientific dive quickly spiraled into a fight for survival. At 120 meters deep, divers Julian and Julia were finishing their mission when a gray shark's strange twitching movements caught their attention. Curious, they watched until curiosity turned into horror. Without warning, the shark charged. In seconds, Julian's mask was ripped away, his head caught in the predator's jaws. Blood clouded the water as he fought to stay calm. Panic at that depth would mean certain death. With his rebreather damaged and oxygen running low, he had no choice but to begin a 2-hour decompression ascent while bleeding into shark-infested waters. Every minute felt eternal. Against all odds, Julian surfaced alive, shaken but breathing. His calm under pressure saved his life. A chilling reminder that even for experts, the ocean's most beautiful depths can turn deadly in an instant. In 2016, off the coast of the Galapagos Islands, a group of tourists watched in awe as great white sharks circled their boat, feeding on bait. It was thrilling until everything went horribly wrong. Out of nowhere, one of the sharks lunged and forced its way inside the diving cage. There was a diver trapped inside.
There we go. Oh my God.
Panic erupted on deck. Crew members scrambled to open the hatch, but the water was a frenzy of bubbles and thrashing metal. For several terrifying seconds, no one could see a thing. Where was the diver? Then, in an unbelievable twist, the shark burst upward through the top of the cage and vanished. Silence followed until the diver finally resurfaced, alive, camera still clutched in his hands.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez.
Pure relief washed over the crowd, because in that moment everyone realized, even inside a cage, the ocean plays by its own rules.
Oh my, that is crazy.
This diver was so focused on spearfishing in the open ocean that he never noticed the danger closing in. The water was murky, visibility low, and he was completely unaware of what lurked behind him. Then, a sudden yank. He's pulled backward, spinning in confusion, one of his fins gone. A great white shark had ripped it clean off. Panic hits, the diver dives for his only defense, his spear gun. As the shark circles back for a second attack, he steadies himself and fends it off just in time. But the predator isn't done. It charges again. This time the diver strikes first. A desperate thrust of the spear drives the shark away, disappearing into the green abyss. Shaken but alive, he swims for what feels like miles before reuniting with his team. One fin short, but with a story few would live to tell.
Got it on video! Woo! Get gnarly!
In early 2017, Dutch biologist and TV presenter Freek Vonk was filming a documentary off Bimini Island in the Bahamas, a place known for its calm reef-dwelling sharks. But what started as a routine dive for the cameras turned into a nightmare in seconds.
Maar er zijn juist enorme, interessante en fascinerende dieren. Waar we nog hebben. Oké.
As Vonk swam among the usually gentle Caribbean reef sharks, one suddenly lunged and clamped down on his right arm. The water turned red.
Oké, Okay, hospital. That's really deep. Really deep, guys.
Despite the shock, Vonk stayed composed, his team rushing him out of the water and onto a helicopter bound for Miami. After a 3-hour surgery and more than 100 stitches, he was lucky to be alive.
Terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible right there. Okay, that is bad.
Still, Vonk insists it wasn't a shark attack, but an accident. A tragic misunderstanding between human and predator. I was just extremely unlucky, he later wrote. These sharks aren't dangerous. One simply made a mistake. Veteran abalone diver Ron Elliott was calmly exploring the seafloor off the coast of South Africa when the ocean suddenly turned against him. Out of the darkness, a massive great white shark erupted from the depths, slamming into him with the force of a torpedo. The violent hit sent Ron spinning through the water, completely disoriented. For a moment, he braced for the inevitable second strike, but it never came. The shark circled once, then disappeared into the blue, as silently as it had appeared. What began as a peaceful sightseeing trip off the coast of Tasmania quickly turned into a terrifying encounter no one on board will ever forget. The passengers were admiring the stunning mountain island on the horizon, unaware of what waited below. The sea was rough, the waves crashing hard, hiding whatever moved beneath the surface. Then, without warning, impact. A violent jolt rocked the boat, followed by the unmistakable shape of a massive great white shark breaking through the waves. It rammed the hull again, its jaws snapping just feet away. Panic erupted as the predator circled back for another strike. The crew shouted, engines roared, they had only seconds to escape. With a surge of speed, the boat tore through the waves, barely outpacing the great white. A chilling reminder that in these waters, you're never the biggest hunter. How would you have reacted in these situations? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to like or share the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel grow.